Hello, we are and partners.
Very good day, everyone, to our fellow viewers. The first question posed to us was, how do you relate your Sulam to probate and ADR?
Firstly, with regard to the law of succession and probate, our Sulam project played a vital role in ensuring participants were thoroughly exposed to the law governing Muslim testate estate. This concerns the wasiyyah will, which is left by the deceased to administer the distribution of 1/3 of their estate to non-legal heirs. Which pertaining to this, we discovered that the participants misunderstood that wasiyyah applied to legal heirs, which in fact is otherwise. Hibah and inter-vivos gift was also discussed, and participants were able to benefit from our explanation, where we explained that the process of hibah must be completed and transferred to the recipient during the donor's lifetime in general circumstances. Other pillars include the donor, recipient, offer, and acceptance, and also include subject matter. Moving on, we also focus on exposing participants to the law governing Muslim intestate estate. This is done through the Muslim law of distribution, also known as fara'id, which administers the distribution of the deceased's entire estate in absence of wasiyyah. We found out that the participants did not know that fara'id only applies to legal heirs and were also uncertain of the correct apportionment. With that, we proceeded to explain the correct portion each legal heir is entitled to, along with the conditions and obligations that were found within fara'id.
Now, our Sulam project is closely related to the law of succession and probate, as we also expose the participants to the distribution of non-Muslim estate when the deceased had died testate, meaning with the existence of a will. We showed participants how straightforward the process of administration of the estate would be if the deceased had prepared and updated his will. We also provided these participants with a brief understanding on the requirement of a valid will, some examples of which are that the testator should have attained the age of majority, which is 18 years of age, and that they must also have testamentary capacity and also fulfill the formalities requirement. Now, upon understanding the concept of testate estate for non-Muslims, as well as the distribution thereafter, participants frequently ask for the possibilities and the scenarios that would ensue if a non-Muslim died without the existence of a will, or without an updated will. So with that, we've explained that the Distribution Act of 1958 would come into play, and that the stipulated apportionment shall be closely adhered to as per this Act in the distribution of the deceased person's estate to his parents, his spouse, and his children. Now, most participants also show concern as they prefer to have a say over where their assets will be channeled upon their demise. In spite of that, they were also relieved to know that an alternative, being the Distribution Act, was somewhat comprehensive to assist with the administration of their estate in lieu of a will.
I will add and explain some points on how do you relate your Sulam project with probate and ADR subject. So in the term of ADR subject, our firm members were observant of their demeanour and body language of participants when we approached them. As actually we had to convince UNIMAP students to participate in our Sulam project amidst their own busy schedules. Based on their body language, we were able to gauge if it would appropriate to approach them. We also used this to our advantage in communicating with them and to understand if our explanation was getting across to them. Fluctuating interest levels were also evident from their body language, and we quickly learned to adapt to the learning needs of each participant. Next, in the point of understanding their needs, we actually prepared a mini library to ensure we were able to make quick reference to our textbooks and statutes in the event of any uncertainties at that point of time, which participants found amusing, as they too were able to gain through insight of the covered topics. Next point, which is the matter of the art of negotiation. We actually explain on concept based on facts without bias. Additionally, we were able to use our communication skills that we learned from the art of negotiation, where we were able to listen first to the understanding of participants before we clarify on their doubts and answering their questions. We were also able to apply our negotiation skill of impartiality, whereby we explain all the concepts purely based on existing facts, without any presence of the element of bias. And then, last but not least, our four members were able to effectively handle rejections of UNIMAP students to engage or to continue their participation due to their own reasons. We felt that the art of rejection would be a significant skill to master as we learn to manage our expectations and analyze the situation correctly. This actually indirectly contributed to the enhancement on application of our emotional intelligence, a crucial skill which goes hand in hand with the art of negotiation.
The next question posed to us was, how do you plan to put into practice what you have learned from this Sulam project?
Firstly, from this Sulam project, our key learning is the experience of community engagement by practical application of knowledge gained in our academic settings to the real-world situation. We learn how to develop a deeper connection and understanding of the community by participating in these projects that address real community needs. Thus, from what we learned, we plan to continue educating and raising awareness on estate planning for Muslims and also non-Muslims in Malaysia. We plan to someday continue organizing workshops and also seminars to educate individuals, families, and communities about the importance of estate planning, irrespective of their religious background. As UNIMAP actually displayed an interest for continued collaboration, we refer to our Sulam project as Phase 1, which gives room for a possibility of continued collaboration through a Phase 2. By sharing insights gained from the project, we aim to raise awareness about the legal implications and benefits of proper asset distribution, ensuring that more people are informed and empowered to make informed decisions.
We also learn to enhance our cultural competence by working with diverse population in which this is an important aspect of learning since our country consists of various kinds of races, and this project allows us to understand various cultures in different perspectives and respecting the cultural nuances. We look forward to promoting cross-cultural understanding and recognize the diverse cultural and religious landscape in Malaysia, and the fact that most individuals are only concerned about the laws governing their future estate without giving any thought to other laws involved, such as Muslims are less interested in learning about non-Muslim estate planning and vice versa. With that, we plan to facilitate discussions that promote cross-cultural understanding in estate planning. By highlighting the variations of laws for Muslims and also non-Muslims, we aim to foster a harmonious approach to asset distribution, encouraging mutual respect and understanding among different communities.
Next, it is worth mentioning that we also improve our communication skills along with teamwork and interpersonal skills through our collaboration with diverse group of people, including the community members, our peers, and teammates. Therefore, we shall be looking to enhancing our communication skills, which is one of the soft skills we found to be most relevant. The Sulam project has honed our communication skills, enabling us to convey complex legal concepts in a clear and accessible manner. Finally, we also learned the significance of understanding family dynamics throughout our Sulam project, since estate planning strategies is closely related to our family. Not only the participants, but we also get insights into the complexity of family structures, relationships, while discussing and understanding about probable disputes that might occur between family members. Finally, we also learned the significance of understanding family dynamics throughout our Sulam project, since estate planning will recognize the potential for family conflicts to occur arising from inadequate estate planning. This is owing to the fact that there's a stigma rooted in our local households, promoting the culture that avoids any conversation revolving about death. With that, we aim to encourage open conversation between families to break the stigma. By fostering communication between families, we hope to prevent unwanted family dispute and promote a more cohesive approach to manage family assets.
It's a wrap!